I just finished a get ready with me video, and while I was doing it, I was noticing how my drawers, my makeup drawers and area is just kind of overdone. It's overpacked, it's overfull, and I'm searching through things I hardly ever use in order to find the things that I want, and it's just no bueno. So I think this might be a good time to just quickly kind of go through some stuff and see what I can get rid of, what's just not serving me anymore, and that's what we're gonna do real quick. Yeah. So before I fix my hair and go on with my day, I'm gonna quickly try to at least grab a few items that I'm just not using and no point having them in my drawer. In the first two I grabbed out are my Bare Metals from Bareminerals. There's nothing wrong with this palette. It's kind of neat actually. It's good colors for me, and this bottom row is all shimmers, which I rarely ever use. But this top row is nice, but I don't grab it. So it does not need to be there if I'm not grabbing it. I have other Bareminerals palettes I like so much better. So anyway, and this one, the Aspyn Ovard, I've used and used and used it, but it's just not one that I grab. And so, yeah, this I'm going to at least set it aside before I completely get rid of it, but at least it's getting out of my drawer. For some reason I decided when I got my Viseart, the Grand Pro 1, for some reason, I just felt like, you know what? I should keep the box. Well, I don't need to keep the box, so the box is gonna go. And my Mega Pro is staying for sure. Let's see. My It Girl Beauty book. I do really enjoy this. I love the colors. I love how it's all in one and you've just got this whole big bunch of stuff you can use. I don't grab it very often, but I do want to keep it in there because I do use it. This one, my Gen Nude Rose palette, used it, enjoyed it, don't grab it much anymore. Well, that's a maybe. Viseart, my Cool Mattes. Viseart Cool Mattes, really do like them when I want to do cool tones, so this is a keeper for sure. My Lorac Pro 3. I think this will be good for more for summer. It's more browns and golds, kind of. So I tend to use more brownish, lighter tan brown kind of shades, more of a yellow tone on my eyes then. My Naturally Pretty by It. I do use it and it's great for travel. This will stay. Okay. I love this palette, the Boudoir Eyes. I never grab it. I don't really know if I want to get rid of it yet. I'm sure it's overdue to be gotten rid of. These colors are so wonderful. I just love them. But maybe it's time because this is probably pretty old. Oh, I have a new Primed and Poreless. Good, I knew I had it. I just didn't know where. Okay, these two Dior palettes. One is the Warm Neutrals, one is the Cool Neutrals. The Cool Neutrals are a little purpley, and whenever I want to go with anything, you know, pinky or purple, I pretty much go elsewhere. I do enjoy them, and I have enjoyed them a lot, but I'm not grabbing it anymore, so I'll set that aside. The Warm Neutrals, again, I think I might wait for summer to happen before I decide what to do with this. Hang on to that up front and close. I'll never get rid of my Naked 2 Basics. Love it. It's just perfect for that everyday thing. So, yeah. Keeping that. Too Faced Natural Matte. Nothing wrong with these colors. Enjoy this palette a lot. Don't ever reach for it. Bareminerals, the Power Neutrals. Oh, I remember loving this. I use this quite a bit. But I don't anymore. It's a good fall palette. By then it seems like it'll be really old. So yeah, the time has come. Coffee. Oh yeah. All right. This Bobbi Brown palette, it's a good one. Really, really like it. I will hang on to this. This is a small Viseart Theory palette in Chroma. I have this, I purchased it, there was a sale on this and I purchased it, I can't even remember when, but it was around Christmas time when there's some sort of sale or something. And I have not used it once yet. So, think about that one. Oops. I also got the Chroma in Theory, I also got the Theory palette in the cashmere, and I don't know why I still do use this, but I do. This one I have used quite a bit, and I'm really enjoying this one. Definite keeper. And one great thing about any Viseart palettes you have, that even if there are colors that you don't use, they all come out of their palettes, just pop right out, and you can mix and match however you want. Even with like the larger, you know, that big Grand Pro I have, I can get rid of the colors I never use and add the ones that I do from the smaller ones and like create my own palette that works perfectly for me. So someday when I've narrowed down exactly which ones I love, I will do that. Okay. This one is never going anywhere. I don't even care how old it is. I love this palette. It's the Bareminerals Nudes. Just perfection for me because I do boring eye looks. Naturally Pretty Celebration. This is one you can no longer get, but I've used it so much. Great palette. Not ready to part with it yet, even though I probably should soon, age-wise. This is another one, the Bareminerals Hidden Treasures. I love Bareminerals eyeshadows. This is a really good one. I really enjoy this palette. Keeping. Need to reach for it more often. Oh, I have an extra Airbrush Flawless Finish by Charlotte Tilbury. Love that stuff. Knew I had an extra, I just didn't know where I stashed it. The Tarte Hamptons Weekender. Good one. Love this for travel, especially in the summer. It's got good summer colors. I can't get these to focus. There we go. So keeping that, especially for travel in the summer. Tartelette Tease. I just don't reach for it. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't need it in my drawer if I'm not reaching for it. These MAC x9 palettes. I really enjoy this one. It's funny because I first purchased the one that was Magnificent Me and loved it and thought, oh God, this is great. I love it, but it was a limited edition. And then I saw this one called Dusky Rose x9 and I grabbed it and like, oh, I love that one. I'll love this one too. It's the same thing. They just named it something different, but it's exactly the same. No, I don't need two of them. I'll pass one on to a daughter or something. This one I made is one of those where you make your own colors. So, and these look really good together. So I really like those. I have another Viseart little mini one of these tones. I never use the bottom row. So I really don't need to have that with me, even though it's a great travel size. This was a limited edition. I can't even tell you how long ago, and because of that, it really should be gotten rid of. It was called Stroke of Midnight Eyeshadow x6, and they called it the Disney Cinderella palette by MAC. It was a real good one, but the age of it is creepy, so that's gotta go. These, the Balm has these little palettes that you can grab whichever one appeals to you looks-wise and then add your colors to it. And so I thought I'd do that one time, and I did. And so this is the color grouping that I put together because I'm boring like that. And I like it, but I don't know. It's not the best quality this way. I don't know. Yeah. Here's a Z palette of some MAC singles. I don't know how old these are. That alone is creepy, so gotta go. I'll save the palette. I'll throw away the shadows. This MAC Mellow Moderns, great colors. Used it a lot when I first got it. Don't ever use it. This MAC In The Flesh. Fabulous colors again. I have used this one quite a bit. Hate to part with it because I like it a lot. I'll wait a little longer on that one. And the MAC Cool Neutrals. For cool tones, these are the best. Love this palette. Keep that a little longer. The Bare Neutrals. This is a good one. You see my makeup light there. This is a good one. I really do like this palette. I don't reach for it ever, so it's gonna go in the pile of ones I don't reach for and hold on to for a smidge longer, and if I never grab them, then forget it. This is another palette I put together from Coastal Scents. Never use it. Coastal Scents has great shadows. They really do. And then, okay, this is disgusting. Are you ready? This is a palette from Tarte that I got in some sort of a QVC grouping kind of a thing so many years ago, I can't even tell you. But this is the palette that I use every fall. I love it. I know that's gross. I know that they're supposed to expire or whatever, but there's absolutely no funky smell or nothing, you know, absolutely nothing weird at all about them. They still perform beautifully, and these colors are everything. I love them. I've never had a problem on my eyes using them, so I will continue to use them. Being honest. Okay, so that's all the eyeshadow palettes that are in my drawer right now. I'm excited. I have my only other one I keep in my top drawer here that I use all the time. I think this is the only other one I have in here, is my Chanel Le Beige's Nude one. I love this palette. Can you focus? It's just always on the top, perfect, ready for me, because love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, that's eyeshadow palettes anyway. So I have decided to get rid of quite a few, which is a good thing. That will leave some space for me to probably end up buying more. You know how that works, but I will try not to. I'm trying to use what I have for the most part with certain things. But yeah, I will always be trying new stuff because it's what I love to do. It's a hobby of mine, right? Okay, so anyway, that's eyeshadow palettes. I think this is going to get very long if I go further on. So let me just go ahead and get ready for the day, run all my errands and do all my stuff, and get this organized, and maybe I'll come back to do some more clean out if you'd like me to. So